Thank you so much to Angela Watson and to all the performers. Angela, you have really opened our eyes to the power of African dance to heal as well as to energize. I am joined today by Camille Eris. Camille is the founder of the Danzante Community Arts Center, where we are giving you this show from, and Camille's got a question for Angela.
Yeah, Angela, I do have a question for you. How do you balance the need to use art as a process and still produce art as a product?
You know, it's very easy to get caught up into the day-to-day and bills have to be paid and you need a product. But the other side of that is that one of my teachers, a couple of my teachers would say, we dance or we play music for life, not for living. And I never really quite got that until I got older. But that just means that you have to remember your purpose. You have to remember what you're doing, because when we do this, this brings us alive. This gives us life. And if we stop doing it for the reasons that God gave us to do this, and we're just doing it to make money, then it loses all meaning and it loses the connection. You see, we're all here together, and drummers, dancers, men, women, and we come together. So if I don't do this to help someone, if I don't do this, you know, to help one of my friends, my family, then I forget why I'm doing what I'm doing. So when I dance, I have to do something for myself to heal, but also to share and to give a gift. If I don't do it for those reasons, I lose myself. So I have to do that.
Yes, I am very impressed. This dance is very beautiful and healing, and I love what Angela said about she dances for healing, not for living. That's wonderful, because I'm a performer also. And I just want to ask you, do you teach this dance, or where do you teach, or where is a school to learn this kind of dance? Because I know that many people are interested in learning how to dance this type of music.
Yes, I do teach, and I'm actually based in Philadelphia. So right now, you know, there are many places where you can go and learn traditional African dance. I've been teaching around the same time that I started to learn to dance. I was pushed and forced to do it. When I first started teaching, I cried. I did not want to do it. I did not want to do it at all. I cried like a baby. And my teacher said, you have to do this. You can't just dance to perform. You have to share what you do with someone. Someone else needs this like you do. So I forced myself to, and I just started teaching. And the gift that you get when you teach is you get back from those people that are learning, especially children, because they appreciate it so much. And then you also grow as an artist. You know, you learn, when you teach something, then you know it. If you just dance and you never teach, you don't really know it. It's true. It's true.
I see that there are both men and women both drumming and dancing, and I was wondering if historically there were any gender distinctions.
That's a really wonderful question. From my own knowledge and understanding, the drum has been men and women. Traditionally, like when I lived in Guinea, and there are many parts of Africa, you will see that the sacred drums actually women play. But you don't see them over here because those are sacred drums, and they don't generally take them out for the public to see. So if you're having some kind of ceremony, maybe healing that you need, you go to your women's circle, those women are gonna drum for you. Those women are gonna do those things for you. So that's been going on since the beginning of the drum.
Hi, Angela. I wanted to know how you feel about the representation of dance in hip-hop mainstream music videos. I noticed when you were dancing, there's similar movements, but I think it's often very, how do I put it? Almost, to me, it looks like a bit exploitive of the traditional African dances for marketing purposes, but I just didn't know how you felt about the mainstream media. Any of the dancers or drummers up here could answer that, as far as if you think we're doing our ancestors justice in those videos. Thank you.
That is a profound question. And you know, all of what we do, the traditionals, everything that our ancestors, when they were brought over here, they weren't allowed to bring the drum and all that kind of thing. But that did not stop them or stop us from remembering our rhythms and our movement. So that has continued and lives on. I do have my own personal feeling about that. I would like to see us respect ourselves more, especially for young people, because it doesn't do us justice when our education, our primary education, especially for us traditionally, historically, has been through what? The dance and the song and the story. So if that's our first education, then we really need to be serious about it. So what I'd like to do is pass that question on to Brother Boganil, Craig, because he is a teacher of hip hop. And he's doing all of these different styles, and so I know he has his own feeling about where it's going in the media and all of that.
Peace. I greet you in peace. Peace and love. I'm Brother Bogan Eel. Most people get it wrong, L, but it's Eel. Yeah, I got my own point of view on it. I actually do that every time I teach my classes. I'm always giving them the historical point, the evolution from where it comes. And that often comes up. I actually present that before that question comes up, why they be booty shaking and doing all that type of stuff in the video. I'm like, well, you got to understand why you move in such a way, you know? And within the African diasporas, we move in a certain way, but there's a meaning why we do it. Over on this side of Africa, we forgot the purpose of why we move in such a way. And when I was coming up, we did the exact same thing that they do on the other side of Africa, on the continent, as you know it to be. You know, where we had stories, we dance, we sing, we all eat together like we're doing together here. So when I come out and teach, yeah, similarities. We're doing things. It's in our DNA. You wonder why you write like this. You wonder why you look like this. You wonder why you act like this. You got to come back. Mind never does forget. Only masterminds can trace themselves back. So by doing this aspect that we're doing here, we're helping in that cause of uplifting the people, bringing them back into the mindsets of the ancestors. So we are guiding, but you got to understand why you twist your ankle or move your hip in such a way. So it's not a nasty thing. There's nothing wrong with the human body. It's what you might do with the human body. Peace.
I wanted to know how you learned African dance, and I wanted to know if it's in certain age groups.
Okay, that's a wonderful question. I started learning, I've been dancing all my life. When I was a little kid, I was the kid at family gatherings. They would say, Angie, dance. And I would do the moonwalk and do everything. But what happened wonderful, fortunate for me, my teachers, my African dance teachers came to my school. So I was taking dance in school, and then I was fortunate to have my teachers come to my school, and I got introduced to it there. And I just joined a dance company, and I started dancing, and I was able to travel and go places I had never seen before. So that's really how I started. When you're young, there are dances on this side you're going to start just to get a foundation, just so you can know how to do the movements. But in Africa, traditionally, there are initiation dances, or dances that you learn about growing up, you know, when you're growing up and you're going to become an adult. So they teach you these dances to give you strength. And you also learn to dance. Yes, we have dances that give you strength, make you stronger. We have dances when you write to become a woman. They're going to teach you those movements, as Boganil was talking about, why you move your hips and why you do those things, so that you can, as a young lady, appreciate your body and what you have and owning your womanhood. So there are age-appropriate dances, and as you grow, you learn those dances.
Well, many thanks to Angela and the performers, as well as to our audience, for some really insightful questions. You know, there is not one of these shows that I don't come away saying that I learned something new, something about another culture, something that I didn't know anything about, and that's what makes it so exciting. Well, we promised you more healing African dance, and we are ready for part 2 of our program. This time, Angela is going to be joined by Ansumani Sila, Ife Oyedele, and Brother Craig Boganil. Here they are.